lost her life, I started to cry. And I started to get so angry. Because every single one of these traffic crashes, every single one, are completely preventable. Completely preventable. This is not an accident. This wasn't an oops. This wasn't an oh, I'm so sorry. This should not have happened. This should never happen. I started crying, and I grabbed my sleeping 7-month-old and I picked him from his crib and I just started hugging him and crying over him. Because life should not be this way for any parent. For any parent. My family has suffered the loss of traffic violence 2 generations ago, and still that memory is raw. This is not a new problem that we've been trying to fight. This is a problem we've been fighting for years and years and years. We should not be burying 6-year-old Tammy this weekend. My grandmother should not have to bury her 12-year-old daughter 60 years ago. I shouldn't have to live in fear of crossing the street when I'm pushing a baby stroller. No one here should have to live in fear of crossing the street because of reckless and arrogant driving. Because somehow we have internalized this belief that when we are behind the wheel of a vehicle, especially a vehicle that weighs 3-4 tons, that has the power to kill someone, especially a vehicle like an SUV with a hood that's probably taller than half of us here, so you can't even see past 30 feet in front of you when you're driving. We have come to accept that it's okay to drive these machines of death with impunity, and to think it's more important for us to take a turn and be somewhere 5 seconds faster, and who gives a damn about someone else being in our way? And I am so angry when I think about that, and how no matter how hard we fight, and no matter how many times we rally, and no matter how many times we hold prayer vigils, and we offer sympathy to the family, and we say never again, we can't seem to get this message through to the people who are operating these machines of death. And so, while we stand here in mourning with Tammy's family, and while we offer every resource possible from this community to support this family, not just today, or tomorrow, or next week, or next month, but for as long as they need it, we had better all come together, and we had all better demand better of ourselves. Because the reality is we're all guilty of driving a little bit too fast behind the wheel. We all are. We're all guilty of taking that turn too fast. We're all guilty of pushing that pedal past 35 miles an hour, past 30 miles an hour, past 40 miles an hour.